Hey, it's Jerry with Millennium Real Estate. So you're thinking of moving to LA? Here are 5 of some of the most popular areas to live in LA. There's a lot. Got my notes here so I don't forget. Won't be able to cover everything obviously today, but we'll touch base on some of the important ones and then do a follow-up video later on to kind of touch base on the ones that we missed. So starting with neighborhoods near downtown, right? Trendy neighborhoods that are established. They got a lot of cool shops, coffee shops, restaurants, always something to do, right? Would be Silver Lake, Los Feliz area, Frogtown neighborhoods. They're all about 5-10 minutes from each other, and they're all about 5 or 10 minutes from downtown. So if you're looking for a neighborhood feel to live near downtown and not have to drive an hour in traffic to get to work, those would be awesome neighborhoods, especially because there's always something to do after work. Grab some dinner, get some takeout, whatever it might be. Touching base on neighborhoods that are a little bit further out from downtown, you're talking West LA, like Venice, Santa Monica. You know, it's a completely different feel because you're about 30 minutes without traffic, maybe 45 minutes to an hour with traffic from downtown LA. But the neighborhoods are amazing. Obviously, Santa Monica and Venice Beach are world renowned. There's great restaurants, great beaches to be out there, and if you're willing to make the commute, or if you're working over in that area like Culver City or cities nearby, that would be a good place for you to be able to call home. Moving south a little bit more for the South LA beaches, the South Bay area, which encompasses Redondo Beach, Hermosa Beach, maybe even Torrance, which is the next city inland. That's also a very, very great beach area, a little bit less populated and noisy, I would say, than Venice and Santa Monica, because in Venice and Santa Monica you get a lot of people from all over the world visiting, right? Redondo Beach and Hermosa, they're popular beaches, but mainly for people that live in the area, maybe Orange County or LA. So it doesn't get as busy, not as many transients as there would be in like Venice or Santa Monica. Great places to eat out there, great places to hang out with the family or with friends or bars, whatever you want to do. There's a Hermosa Beach Pier, which is a pretty awesome area to hang out at, and there's a lot of cool shops and things around to walk around by the boardwalk, and great place to stay. So South Bay, a little bit further south. If you're talking driving distance to downtown LA, it's the same. It's about 30 to 40 minutes, same as Santa Monica or Venice, but heading southwest a little bit. So with traffic, that's the anomaly, right? You can go from 30 minutes extra to 45 minutes depending on how much traffic there is. So bringing it back over closer to LA, you're talking Hollywood Hills, Studio City. That's north of LA. It's maybe about 15 minutes north of the neighborhoods we were speaking, Los Feliz, Frogtown, and Echo Park. Those areas, a little bit closer to downtown. If you keep driving a little further north, you hit Hollywood Hills, Studio City, all those areas, which Glendale as well, which has a little bit more of a suburban feel. Still kind of close to a lot of things, but if you're working in those areas, those are also good places to live. Now, let's just say you're moving to LA, you're working in LA, but don't necessarily want to live in LA. What's another option, right? So if you're okay with the commute, Orange County is a great option, right? It's more of a suburban feel, you could say, more of a neighborhood vibe, not as much hustle and bustle. You do have to hit some traffic if you do go to work at normal hours like 8 or 7 or 9 a.m. in the morning. A lot of traffic coming from Orange County to LA. If you're driving from LA to Orange County, not as much traffic. It's a lot clearer in the morning. Normal drive time to Orange County is about 35 minutes from downtown LA. In the morning, if you're driving to Orange County, will take you about that, maybe 5 or 10 minutes extra. But if you're coming from Orange County to LA, you can count on about an hour and 15 minutes, depending on what part of LA you're going to. But a lot of people like that option. It's a lot cleaner, it's more of a suburban feel. People that are most likely going to be living in your neighborhood in Orange County probably live there, and they're not really coming through from other parts of town or other parts of the country as much. And you can get more options for single family homes, right? A typical single family, 3-bedroom, 2-house. The price might be a little bit less expensive than maybe really close to downtown, and you get a little bit more peace and quiet. So a viable option if you're moving to LA and don't necessarily want to live in LA. So we just kind of briefly touched these neighborhoods. Future videos will go a little more in depth on each of the individual neighborhoods, kind of what to do, where to eat, things like that. So stay tuned for those.